Can you apply as a W-2 employee for the Spain Digital Nomad visa in 2026? So today we're going to dive in and find out the history, what's been happening, what's been accepted, what's not been accepted, and we'll go through that. First off, the history when it comes to W-2 employees applying for the Spain Digital Nomad visa has always been varied, I would say. Before around April last year or April of 2025, there were rumors that people were getting approved for the Digital Nomad visa, even if they were W-2 employees back in the US. But the more concrete approvals really came around in March to April. From April to November of last year, it was relatively straightforward to apply as a W-2 employee for the Spain Digital Nomad visa. So you would have all the normal employee requirements, plus of course the certificate of coverage, showing that you are covered for Social Security pursuant to the treaty between the US and Spain. However, from mid-November to around early December, some denials started coming out, and the perspective then was, since at that time we actually had one client that we had submitted in that time period for a certificate of coverage covered application. So we told that client that we'd wait and see for a few days, wait for the immigration conference that did happen towards the end of November to finish, and then we'll see how we could reframe the strategy. And luckily enough, one of the things that came out after a few days of consulting with consultants, with the UHE, is that it is still possible to apply for the Spain Digital Nomad visa as a W-2 employee, only that on top of all the normal requirements, there has to be a letter which will show that it is actually employer initiated, or the move is employer initiated or supported, and that they are actually posting the worker to Spain for purposes of the application. So if your employer is willing to sign a letter similar to this, then that should be fine for purposes of the application. The key point here is that the certificate of coverage alone is not sufficient in and of itself without any supporting documentation from the employer. So that is the next biggest hurdle on top of requesting your employer to allow you to work to Spain remotely. They'll also have to issue a similar letter with similar wording. Since that time, we've had around 5 American clients who applied as W-2 employees using the certificate of coverage, plus of course the restructured document. So it's still very much possible, it's just that it has to be done correctly and structured correctly. So this is the latest update as of February 2026. If you want to apply for the Spain Digital Nomad visa as a W-2 employee, make sure that you are up to date or that you hire a consultant or a firm that's familiar with all of these changes.